take a look at these 10 seconds or less.
Rogers in 7, and to the left there, Amaury Golotin. Really good start from Bromell in the white vest. Bromell snatched a foot out of the field there. Gatlin trying to go with him, and on the near side, Omanyala. Omanyala trying to dress, but he's come back to him. Just misses out there by a few inches. But the pair of them, that battle between Bromell, determined to stay up in front after that lightning quick start, and Omanyala coming back at him. That battle pulled him a metre or two clear.
Unbelievable stuff. That happened last weekend, by the way, at the Kipkeino Classic at Kasarani Stadium. Our very own Ferdinand Omanyala here. He was in a field, I mean, of the top athletes on the planet. Tyrone Bromwell, Justin Gatlin, the fastest human beings on the planet. And there he was, holding his own, ended up with 9.77 seconds, just 0.01 second behind the winner. Congratulations, champ.
Thank you so much.
Well done, man.
Thanks.
Really, really amazing stuff. Okay, so you're on the starting block right there. What was going through your mind?
You know, before I go to that race, like 3 minutes before we went to the cold room, the first cold room, and I was doing my warm-up, and then we were doing some stats. You know, stats are the ones that you get off the blocks at the warm-up, just to sharpen before you get to the race. And then my groin pulls.
Oh.
Yeah. And then my agent is a physio. He gets to the bed and, you know, like trying to align it, but it was a bit swollen.
Was it hurting?
Yeah, it was hurting.
Yeah.
We wanted even to retreat. I mean, we wanted to give up that race. And then we were there, like, we were so excited. And then there's this moment that we were very tensed up and we were really sad. And then I just said, God, take control, because I was not sure about this. So at the blocks, I was not thinking about anything. I was thinking about my leg.
Yeah.
I just wanted to finish that race. I just wanted to get the finish line. But then after 30 meters, I saw this leg is running, so let's do this. And then I was just...
And you kept going?
Yeah, I just said, let it tear if it wants to tear. And I just pushed to the finish line.
And then when you saw yourself, I mean, you were literally right there.
Yeah. So what gave me so much motivation, because I knew this guy is fast. I knew this is the world leader. And when I was running and I'm closing that gap, that was so much motivation. I just wanted to continue running and running and running.
9.77.
9.77.
The fastest African ever.
Yeah, with a very bad start.
And Justin Gatlin was behind you.
Yeah. By the way, to be honest, I was not thinking about Gatlin, because at the press conference, he was talking so much, pointing on my side, and he was really appreciating what I'm doing. So I knew I've already beaten this guy psychologically. Because, you know, like you judge someone. You know, like if you're warming up and then your competitor is looking at you.
Right.
And then it's like every time he's peeping and looking, what is this guy doing?
Yeah.
You've already beaten that guy psychologically. So whatever he was saying at the conference, I knew this is a done deal.
Okay. Ferdinand, take me back.
Yeah.
Let's go to Kamusinga High.
Yeah, that's where...
I've done some research.
You've done some research.
I've done some research.
Yeah, that's where it all started. I remember my...
And I'm sure they're all watching from Kamusinga High right now. Big shout out to them.
Man, big shout out to my rugby coach, Eddie Misiko and Mukoche. Those guys. Mukoche was one of the funny guys. So they are the guys who spotted me. We started by playing inter-class rugby, like amongst the school, and then inter-house rugby, because there are around 15 houses. So when I was getting the ball at the wing, I was really running fast, you know, like that time when you don't have any skills. Yeah. You don't know how to sidestep.
You're just running.
Yeah, you're just running. You don't know how to sidestep. You don't know how to hand off this guy. Whenever you get that ball, what you think is that try line. So you just run straight.
And you would?
Yeah.
And you would beat them up? I mean...
Of course, yeah, I just hear them falling back. You know, like someone's trying to dive at you, and then you're
gone.
Yeah, I'm just gone.
Did you know then, or did you want to play rugby then?
Yeah, I love rugby. Yeah. I love rugby. I still love rugby. I looked up to the people like Collins Injera. I remember I had his photos in my room at Uko Ushago.
Yeah. Seriously.
Yeah, so I really, really loved rugby. Yeah.
By the way, this past weekend in Vancouver.
Yeah, they did a great job,
Did you see that?
Yeah. They got the finals.
There's some guy called Buffalo.
Yeah, Buffa.
Did you see that?
Yeah, I saw. That guy was...
What?
That guy giving stools to everybody. You know what a stool is in rugby?
No, what's a stool?
A stool is when someone knocks you, and then you fall back. You know, like you're sitting on a stool. That's what a stool is called in rugby. Yeah, the guy's good.
So the handoff, huh?
No, like like this, they call it gongi. Like he hits you with his elbow. So you fall back.
You fall back.
Yeah, there's a stool waiting for you.
All right, so did you pursue rugby then after that?
Yeah, I did. I joined the University of Nairobi to study Bachelor of Science in Chemistry at the Chiromo campus. And then I said, this dream is not going to die. So I joined the Mean Machine, the rugby team of University of Nairobi. But then the league there, the Kenya Cup, is very hard. I mean, those guys hit each other so badly. When I go to the training and I saw what these guys are doing, I didn't want to continue. So I decided to look for some league lower. So I decided to join one of the rugby clubs called Stingers. They were playing championship. Yeah, so that's where I decided now to dwell on. And then that's how one of the friends told me, have you ever tried running, athletics? So that's how I went to internet. I looked for Athletics Kenya calendar. And then I saw the events, order of events. And they told me, there's no registration fee. You just go and run. So I booked my first bus to Mumias. I went to Mumias and said, let me try this, because the first weekend meeting was in Mumias. Yeah.
And?
I won.
Convincingly, or?
Yeah, it was convinced win, because I left these guys at the last 50 meters because I never knew what starting is. Just that design, you just get up, let's go. Yeah, there's no technique like low drive or anything. You just wake up and run. And that's how I won.
And then?
That was the biggest foundation I've ever got in athletics, because it gave me a lot of motivation. It gave me a lot of hope that I can do this.
How old were you then?
I was 20 in 2016.
20?
Yes.
And athletes learn to run when they're 5 or 6.
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
You're 20.
I'm 20. I started my athletics career when I'm 20, 5 years ago. And then 2016, I was performing well. I was getting to the finals of the major championships in Kenya, like the national championships. And then the following year now, I made my first team to Bahamas World Relays for the world relays, the Kenyan team.
Yeah.
And I booked my first flight.
How'd you do?
It was a tough experience. I was looking at people sleeping on the plane. I'm like, why are you sleeping, man? You should enjoy the clouds.
You were that excited?
Yeah, I was very, very excited. I remember we traveled with a suit, and I went with a suit up to Bahamas. 20-hour flight. Paka tai ilikuwa. Naweza toa kuambia bana tunakurudisha mtaa. It was a great experience. Yeah. It was I remember I had hangover for like 2 weeks after that. My mind was still in the clouds, coming back. Yeah, I did not want to come back with the body.
Did you know right then, did you know this is what you want to do?
Yeah, I knew. When I first met the national team, I knew this is now what I want to do. And I wanted, like, if you look at my 2016 posts, I was saying I want to run a sub-10. I never knew it would take 4 to 5 years.
Yeah. Look, and you were watching videos of other sprinters, right? Yeah. Mike Okinyi was telling me earlier on.
Yeah, I loved Johan Blake.
Johan Blake?
Yeah, Johan Blake. And I beat him in Tokyo. So it's a great thing. I came to learn that all these guys in the world are just people like us. They use blood. They get tired like us. So I don't know why we were fearing. We were looking at these guys on the TV and saying these guys are big. Yeah. I can't run against this guy. Yeah, but when I got there and I saw I'm the same size with them, I mean, like, we have qualified all of us. So it was something different.
Okay, Ferdinand, take me to Lagos. When you hit, 10.02?
10.01.
10.01. And Athletics Kenya didn't quite believe it. Didn't talk to me about that.
Yeah, not just AK. So many people did not believe that because I'm a Kenyan. And I remember we sent one of the Diamond League directors, and you can't imagine what he replied.
Go on.
He told us in an email that I can't take this guy because I don't believe Kenyans can run that fast, and I can't believe those times coming out of Nigeria. And I saw that email, and I was so mad. I mean, like, why are you saying this? I mean, like, I've run 10.01, man. I need to be at the Diamond League. And then he's replying such an email, and that gave me a lot of motivation.
But did it frustrate you as well? Were you saying, well, come on, the times are official.
Yeah, they're official.
Watch the video.
But you know what I did, what I told myself is, I'm the one who have run that time, and I believed I'm going to run even faster. So I did not want to pester myself with a lot of things and a lot of politics. Yeah. So I said, I'm going to run this again. And they were not believing me. I went to South Africa, I ran 10.06. I bet their Olympians. Again, they were not believing. I said, it's fine, it's fine. I came to Kenya now for the pre-trials of the Olympic Games. I ran 10.13 because I traveled I had arrived the previous day before the event began. So I competed and ran 10.13. I said, we are going now for the Olympic trials. Getting the semi-finals of the Olympic trials, I ran 10.12. And I was so bitter to myself because 10.12 and then the qualification is 10.05. And I have been told if I'm not qualifying on home soil, I'm not going to the Olympics. So I was putting a lot of pressure on myself. And 10.12, to cut a millisecond in 100 meters is really hard.
Yeah.
And now to improve from 10.12 to 10.05, it's another thing. So I went to the warm-up. I told God, you've been with me the whole year. I think my journey could end here. I told him, just take the control. And it was chilly, it was cold, because you can't run fast in a cold weather as a sprinter. So when we went to the start, we had 5 false starts at the Olympic trials. And it was, like if you fall starting, you're distracting your mind. You're now focusing on, if you be called back again, no, you're not
disqualified.
Or disqualified.
Yes.
So I got a very bad start again at the Olympic trials, but I pushed myself. When I finished that race and looked at the watch, it was 10.02. And I was like, what God can do? What God can do.
What?
Yeah, I knew I'd qualified for the Olympic Games, and this was a dream come true for me. After that, I was asked to bring my passport, and I knew I'm taking this flight to the Olympics.
You're going to Tokyo.
I'm going to Tokyo, Japan. For the biggest game on land.
Yes.
Olympics.
So you get to Tokyo.
Yeah.
What is that like? I mean, it was very hot apparently.
Yeah, it was very hot. But the government took us to Kurume, which was a good thing. It was a pre-camp before we go to the village. And we had so good life in Kurume because we even ate ugali. And yeah, it was a very good pre-camp. Yeah. And after like 10 days, we proceeded to the village. Okay, the village was not that, it was not that big thing for me because I remember I went for the World University Games in 2017 in Taiwan. So it's basically the same thing.
Right.
The village is the same, where people eat is the same, because World University Games is the same as the Olympic Games. So it's just the World University Games is for students. So all the environment, I was not shocked about it. So what I wanted to do is to focus and to run fast and to get the finals. And then now there we go for the heats. We get to the stadium. I've never been to the Olympic Stadium. I've never trained there. We're just going there to run.
First time.
For the first time. And fast, I looked at my heat. I was with very fast guys. All these guys were running 9. And I was the only one with a 10.02 personal best.
You were the slowest.
I was the slowest. The 8 guys. And then I told myself, I'm not going to look at these numbers because numbers lie sometimes. So I said, I'm going to focus and just live the moment. Just live the moment and run my race. They have been training. I cannot come from Kenya to Tokyo to come and get out of the heats. Yeah. So we get to the heats, much of tension because we were the warm-up and then they're focusing on Fred Curley, the other side, because he's the fastest. Yeah. They're focusing on the grass. They're focusing on some Great Britain guy. They're focusing on different people. I was there just sitting and looking at the camera guy and say, you don't know me.
The camera guy is just going past you.
Yeah, they're going past me. Yeah, and then I was a bit tensed because I knew people were watching. And then when I just got into the stadium and I saw how big this stadium is, and I saw the screens, I saw the camera guys, that was a whole different thing. Like I've never been to that stadium. And it was something different with the flags all over. All my tension disappeared. Like it just went, like lightning arrestor, just taking everything to the ground.
No nervousness,
nothing.
You weren't scared, you weren't
I was excited to be here. I was not intimidated because I'm big, man, I have muscles. So. Yeah, so we got there, and then we got a false start again at the Olympic Games. I'm like, you guys are professional. Why are you false starting? And then again, we get another false start in the heats. And I was so disappointed because now I knew my focus was a bit down after that. Yeah. But then when we went the gun went off and I ran up to 80 meters, I was not seeing anybody because I believed I'm now in the front. And then I slowed down a bit to save my energy for the semi-final. Right. And then the grass on the other side, the Canadian guy just comes and passes me at the line.
Because you slowed down?
I slowed down a bit. Yeah. I know my coach will not be happy with that.
Yes.
Yeah, I slowed down a bit. And then I looked up at the screen. My name was the second. After like 30 seconds, it dropped to number 3. But I saw I had a big qualification, so it was a pleasure.
You were
I have
through,
another,
through
through the
semis.
semi-finals.
Exactly.
I have another point to prove. Yeah, that was a 10-0-1 in the semi-finals. So going back to the village, taking a supper, sleeping early, coming back again. And then I look, I'm with Johan Blake in the heats of the semi-finals. Yeah. I'm again with the two guys who beat me in the heats. And then they've added a Nigerian, a South African, and a Great Britain guy again. So it was not an easy task there. Yeah. And then, at the warm-up, this guy intimidate you because whatever they're doing there is something different. I mean, they're doing these runs very strongly. Like if you look at them and then you're saying, I'm going to run against this guy.
Right.
Intimidation.
Right.
Intimidation.
They're all playing games.
They're playing. Because when they're warming up, the whole field, the managers, the coaches, they're at the start of the 100 meters at the warm-up. And these guys are doing their starts, the starting blocks. And then everybody's recording and, the shows of the 100-meter guys.
Showbiz.
Yeah, showbiz. And some guys are doing 15 starts there. They are forgetting they're going to run. So I'm looking at these guys, are you guys professional? Or am I the guy who is professional here? Because I just did one and left. So I did my one start, I went to the field, and Johan Blake did, I think, 7 or 6. I said, this guy's good. No, we're having a run here. And then we go to the start again, we get another full start.
Oh.
Yeah. And then now we run, I came third, 10-0-0, national record.
We're talking semis now, right?
Semis, yeah.
So according to you, it was like you were almost in the final. I mean,
I was in the finals. After the run, I looked up and saw 10-0-0.
Right.
I gave myself a thumbs up and said, guy, you're in the final.
I'm through.
Yeah. So when I went to the media section after the run, we went there, and now I was looking at the other hits on the screens. I had not even changed my running kits. And then I saw the second hit. I had the second guy had 10-0-0. I knew now I've made it. And then now the third hit came. And then I just looked how the Chinese guy started. He started really, really well. Yeah.
And you knew?
I knew this was fast, but I did not know I'm not going to the finals. So then at the finish line, this guy set an Asian record. He made everybody run because they were chasing him now. And the fourth guy has 9.91. And then I said, I can't make it. Because basically, the rules are, there are 3 hits in the semifinals. Yep. And then 1 and 2 qualify automatically. Yeah, it doesn't matter the time.
Right.
Like I tied with the second guy in the second hit. So that means I was in front of him. But then I was third. So 1-2, 1-2, 1-2 proceed to the finals, and then they take the 2 fastest losers. And the 2 fastest losers came from the third hit. So that's how I missed the final.
Oh. What?
Yeah.
And how did you feel?
Okay, for me, I felt I've achieved because it was my first Olympic event, and I ranked 8 overall out of the 56 guys. I said, this is the first. I'm going to eat even harder. Yeah.
And you didn't give up. I mean,
no, I never gave up. I came back 3 days, and then I went to Europe. I want to run this world like crazy. I had 3 races lined up.
Yeah.
4. I had Austria meet, just called Lauf meeting, and then I had Finland in Lahti, and then there was another Finland meet called in Oulu, like 2 hours from Lahti, and then I had the Diamond League in Brussels.
Yes.
Yeah.
So the first one.
Austria.
Yes.
Yeah, I was really happy because, like coming back home, at least you had missed people. I was in camp for like 6 weeks. So I came back home, at least I have the joy of the family. I see my son, and then see the guys get a massage, fly off. So I was fresh. Yeah. So I got there, and they received me really well, and they were treating me like that champion because I remember they were taking me to their sites, and I felt this special.
So all of a sudden you become a celeb.
Yep.
All of a sudden they're appreciating.
Yeah, they're appreciating what I'm doing.
Yeah.
And then we get to the field. I saw the field. It was just laid like 2 weeks ago. It was a new tartan. And then now coming to the event the same day, I've not run in a field full of fans for like 3 years since 2019. And then I get here, I get a lot of fans in the stands, and that's something that always motivates me. I got there, I even called my coach. I told him this is going to be a good day because the fans were like everywhere. And then this event was really well organized because the Timetronics are also new. The tartan is new. I mean, like the attention is on you. That guy who loves attention.
Yeah, clearly.
My wife can tell you that.
You did 9 what?
In the semi-finals, I did 9.96. It was not much of a surprise to me because I knew one day or one time I'll do this 9.9. But then the 9.86 was, I did not believe that.
9.86.
9.86.
But was that your first time to break the 10?
Yeah, that was my first time. And then I'm breaking it an hour apart twice. 9.96 and 9.86. And I was scared by the way. When I passed the finish line, I was so fast I could not even look at the time. So when I get to around the curve, the other side, and then the organizer is running to me and telling me, you've run 9.86, my guy. There's a picture that I've done this. I was not believing, because 9.86 is fast. It's crazy fast.
Good Lord.
Yeah. So I come back, I was just scared. I was like shivering the whole time for like an hour. You know, like that moment of shock.
Yeah.
Yeah. I was still processing that.
My goodness. Did you know there's something special here? I can keep hiving off this.
Yeah, that 9.86 really opened up my mind. I said, if I can do a 9.86, then anything is possible. So there was this click in me that just, it was like it has been removed in my mind. And I believed this one is going to go down.
But Ferdinand, at the same time, the world spotlight was on you.
Yeah.
Right?
Yep.
Already once they accused you of taking steroids.
Yeah, that
before.
was a painkiller. That was a painkiller.
And they called it whatever.
Yeah, it's a steroid in a betamethasone.
Yes.
It's a steroid in a painkiller called Diprofos.
Yes.
Yeah, so I had a back problem and then went to hospital, and then I fell a victim of circumstance because this doctor did not know that this substance was banned. So she prescribed it to me because she said she believed it's the best when we went to court. Yeah.
And now the world's attention is on you, Ferdinand.
Exactly.
Everything you do,
the world is watching.
You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
Every bite you take, every sip of water you drink, they're watching you.
Yeah, they're doing that. But I thank God because he's been with me all this while. He's working with me all this while. Yeah. So
last weekend, we're at the Kip Keino Classics.
Yeah.
Home court advantage, if you want, home ground advantage.
Yes.
Go on.
So Kip Keino was really hyped. It was like I'm going against Gatlin in boxing. Yeah, you know how the boxing fights are hyped? Yeah, that's how our race was hyped. And people asking, I was running 2 of you guys alone. I told them, no, we are not running the 2 of us. Even Bromel was complaining at some point. Why are you talking about all these 2 guys alone?
And I'm here.
What? Yeah. So it was really hyped, and I'm that guy who loved the hype because, you know, like all the media houses were focusing on these 2 guys. Will you beat Gatlin or Gatlin will beat you? Yeah. And then now coming into I was really happy because I remember the training day before the race, I felt really good. And I remember telling one of the guys in the interviews, I told him, I'm going to run a 9.7. He did not believe me.
You said this?
I said it. I'm going to run a 9.7. And he was not like, his face was like, why are you saying? But I believe because the training that I had, I was really fast. You can feel how fast you are. If you're heavy, I mean, your body is a bit heavy, you can feel again. You know you're not going to perform well. So I knew I'm going to run fast. I remember my physiotherapist told me, he was doing a massage for me. And then she told me that your body feels very good. And then I knew now this dread.
You knew?
I knew.
You could tell?
I knew, yeah.
So the gun goes off and you're off?
At that time now, I'm just thinking about my leg because it had a small swelling.
Right.
Yeah, because if the guys who were there can remember, when I just got into the field, I did a run before I could set my blocks because I wanted to be sure if this leg can run. So when the gun goes off at the Kip Keino Classic, I was thinking about I could not even hear the cheers of the guys. So the gun goes off, and I'm running, thinking and feeling my leg because I want to know if it will run. And then at the 30 meters, I can feel, man, it's carrying me. So let's go. And then at the 50 meters is when now I saw I'm closing that gap. I'm closing it. And then dipped, and then I looked at the watch. It was 9.77. Man, that time is fast. Fast time. And then we were there for like 3 minutes waiting to see who's coming first and who's coming second.
Right, because it was that tight.
Yeah, it was that tight. And then I hear people saying, Omanyala. And some guys are saying, Bromel. So you never know.
Right.
So we just seated there.
Waiting.
Just seated there for like 3 minutes.
Like a photo finish almost.
Yeah, it was a photo finish.
So he was 9.76.
9.76.
You were 9.77.
9.77.
And Gatlin?
10.02, I think. 10.03.
Oh, so he was behind.
Yeah, a little bit of social distancing.
My God.
Yeah.
And all of a sudden, you become Africa's fastest human being.
Yeah, and the record that was set it was set in July by Akani Simbine.
Yes, Simbine, yes.
Yeah. I don't think even it has been ratified yet. And then we're breaking it again. And I can promise you this today, it won't stay for more than 1 year.
Because?
I'm going to break it.
To what, Ferdinand? To what?
There are no limits to greatness. There's no limits to breaking that record.
Okay, the world record right now, Olympic world record is Usain Bolt, right?
Yeah, 9.58.
9.58.
Yeah.
It stands right there.
Yep.
So that's point what?
0.19 from what I am.
Can you break? Can you?
Yep. If you look at my Kip Keino race, it wasn't perfect. The first 15 meters was not as perfect as it should be. But then I ran a 9.77. Now you can imagine if I take a perfect race. Yeah. Do the maths.
Okay, Ferdinand, what is it going to take? Because clearly, I mean, for us Kenyans, this is something new.
Yeah,
it's a
big
novelty.
Yeah.
We've never had anyone in the short distance races.
Yeah.
I don't talk 100, 200. Never.
Never.
It's
Never.
you now.
Yeah.
What's it going to take for you to get to that next level? Is it a coach, manager, diet? I mean, what is it going to take? You're already at 977.
977. So I'm not going to change what we've been doing with my coach. I'm not going to change anything. What we're going to do is to improve to improve the mistakes that we were making this year. Just to make the race to be perfect, to make a perfect race and just improve on the strengths. My strengths is the last 50 meters. We have some workouts that improve that. So we're just going to work the same how we've been working, but improve on the weakness and improve on the strength.
How many hours a day do you work out?
Depends. Like now we're going to the off season. The off season is that time of the season there are no competitions. So I train Monday to Saturday, 3 hours, 9 hours a day.
9 hours a day?
Yeah, 3 sessions.
3
morning sessions, mid-morning sessions, and afternoon sessions.
Whoa.
Yeah, it's something that you need to work hard for.
It's full time.
Yeah,
I mean,
this is like a job now. It's a career.
When does the season begin again?
In March. We have the World Indoor Games coming in March, and then we have African Championships in around June. We have the World Championships in July, and we have the Commonwealth Games in August. And then don't forget the Diamond League Series.
That's right, in between.
Yeah.
You looking forward? Are you excited?
Yeah, I'm excited because, like this year we were going for anything and everything. Next year we're going to choose. At least now we're going to be invited for all the Diamond Leagues because we're the fastest African. And then looking forward to the championships because any race that I'm going to run, I purpose to leave a record. Be it a world record, be it a championship record, be it a stadium record, be it an African national record. That's what I want to do.
Can you beat this? And you said it a moment ago. This 977, is it beatable? Is it breakable?
Yeah, it's of course it's breakable. I remember my wife made me a 986 when I came back from Austria. There's a band I'm wearing. So this 977, I believe we'll throw this again and put a 996 or 95.
No one has ever run the 100 meters in 9.5.
956 will be a world record. And if you look at my trend, I moved from 996, 986, 977. You can guess 967, 957. I'm giving you chills.
You give me major chills. But you heard it here first.
Yep.
You heard it here first.
Yep.
By the way, you're talking about your wife very fondly. She has been with you from day one, hasn't she?
Yep. Before anybody knew me.
We want to talk about that.
Yeah.
She's a great motivation.
She's
sitting right there smiling, from ear to ear.
She's a special lady.
We might even invite her on the bench maybe later on.
Yep.
What do you think?
We need to hear her thoughts.
My man. Chemistry major at the University of Nairobi.
Yep.
Now he's formulating his own. There you go. Chemical speed.
Yep.
Well done, brother. Well, this is a true Kenyan hero. 100. Who would have thought that we would produce a champion in the 100 meters?
Yeah, it's all in the mind.
It's all here.
It's all in the mind.
Ferdinand Omanyala. Remember that name, folks. He's gonna drop that number to 9.5 something. You heard it here first.
Yeah.
100 meters. Whoa. Keep tweeting at Koinange Jeff at Citizen TV Kenya. The hashtag JKLive. What are your thoughts about Kenya's newest hero? come back, tell us in a little bit right here on JKLive. Take a break. We'll be back in a moment.